Yeah.
So I always use this particular slide whenever I'm talking to coaches about coaching, and even though it's a little bit of a a little bit of a sad statistic that 95% of coaches fail in their first year, I think it's actually quite a conservative estimate. And that comes from, as you said, John, I've been in the coaching arena now for probably about 15 years professionally, and before that as a participant and a trainee of coaching. So what I've noticed is that the failure rate is very, very high, and probably as more and more coaches decide to be trained and decide to make this their business, maybe even that percentage might go up. So you're probably saying, well, how do I make sure, Nicki, that I'm in the other 5%? And I think that this number one challenge and the number one thing that you've asked as a question, for me, is the first thing that we really need to talk about, because it's the thing that I see when I mentor coaches on my master coach programs. Is I see it happen all the time in that coaches do not decide which sector or which marketplace, which niche as they call it, they're going to work in most of the time. And also there's so much written about this, is that when people are deciding who to go to as a coach, they will always look for the person that's an expert in that particular field, but also who's really aware of the challenges.